Good evening. My name is Earl Patrick Matt Jr. from Indigenous SKC. I'm reporting here for Wild Horse Island. We're at the Candidate Forum once again this day on Monday, November 22nd. Here we have a couple questions for each candidate, so I'm going to ask the question here. This is actually Mr. James Steele. Mr. Steele, young people need inspiration to vote. What is one political issue that directly affects them? Which would give them this inspiration?
I think the main issue right now is that education. The tribe has an education fund, an education department, and the people that you elect in office decide who gets a selection of the education funds. And right now we'll fund an undergraduate degree, but we will not fund a graduate level degree through our education program, as far as I know. And I think if you young people, if you want to say so in your government, you need to get out and start talking to these people. If you have gripes about the government, you need to get involved. You know, I've always had a motto: if you don't vote, you don't have as much credibility, because you need to have to get out there, get involved, find out what the issues are, sit down and talk with the individuals. I'd say education is one good reason to vote.
Definitely. One more here. How do you feel about being a minority on your own reservation?
Well, I don't particularly agree. I don't like it, but the fact of the matter is that we are a minority on our own reservation, and it's a fact that we probably won't be able to change in the near future. I think we've got to begin to look at the possibilities, not at just being a minority on our own reservation, but look at the opportunities that we might have economically to exploit that in terms of taking advantage of that, and economically being able to pursue some opportunities that other individuals can't. We've got Walmart, we've got Jor Industries, Plum Creek, different things of that nature that we could, opportunities we could develop like that.
Appreciate your time, Mr. Steele. Thank you, and look forward to the program. As a matter of fact, and people, don't forget to vote.
You're approaching a ton's worth of garbage a year. Personally, one person. Garbage. What's the definition of garbage? Something that people don't want to use. Well, if we can find other uses for it, we should. It basically protects our resources.
Good evening. Here we have Mr. Lloyd Irvine, the Pablo incumbent. Mr. Irvine, what are the three key elements to a productive government?
Well, productive government, I was thinking about our first question first. The other one, let's just leave this, let this go. The first thing I'd like to say for our new voters out there to think about before you even come to the polls, what you should know is know your own people, know your own form of government, and make sure that you research your reservation, that your particular where you're from, because there's a lot. I know there's a lot of kids on this reservation who's from other reservations, and they've got to know their treaties, because there's different types of treaties, and the laws are different pertaining to those treaties. How your sovereignty, you get treated different in those sovereignties. So you got to know the intricate parts of your government. Make sure you know your departments and your people. Never forget the elders, because they're the reasons why you're here. And your language and your heritage is number one. So you got to keep them in tune every time you turn around, because you never lose focus on that. Without that, you're not a people. That's the voting criteria. There are three elements of government you're talking about. We was formed in 1934 under one auspices of our government, and that's replacing our chiefs, and to have 10 councilmen represent this tribe, and the only way we can change that is through our Constitution, and the Constitution Review Committee does that, comes up with their amendments to the Constitution, to make any form of government changes that we want to make on this reservation, got to come through there and got to be ratified by the people. Right.
One last question here. How do you feel about being a minority in your own country?
On our own reservation?
Right here.
Well, we wouldn't be if we had the jobs for our people. See, only half of our people live on a reservation here, and I don't feel good about it, but I tell you what, if we got to escalate the buying back power of our land, and they, from the beginning, the U.S. government, the Department of War, try to terminate us. And after 500 years, we're still here. Another 500 years from now, we'll still be here. And I'll tell you what, they'll never get rid of us as long as we maintain our identity in our language, our culture, and our religion.
Right on. Thanks a lot. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Well, we have here Mr. Hallett, Kevin Hallett from the Arlee district, and we'd like to know, Mr. Hallett, young people need inspiration to vote. What would give them inspiration?
Well, I guess I would put it, their care about how their kids are going to be treated, the necessity for their kids to have a homeland, the necessity for them to go on to school, the necessity for them to be able to take care of their lives and their families. I think all of those things hinge upon young people's participation, and it's sad that they don't vote because they could control every council seat if they'd get out and vote.
Thank you. One last question. How do you feel about being a minority on your own reservation?
Well, I think it's an inevitable it's a very difficult position to be in, but we didn't create it. Congress created it with the opening of the reservation to homesteading, but we need to take advantage of the opportunity of the fact that it still is a reservation, that we still have that sovereign status, and that there are still things that we can do and must do to preserve this as a permanent homeland, irrespective of how much land. Incidentally, I know that we now own over 50% of the land on the reservation.
Right on. Thanks a lot, Mr. Hallett. Well, we have Mr. California Pine Tree Redwood Dolson here, and we'd like to know, Mr. Dolson, what do you feel is more important in our modern tribal existence? Preservation of culture or economic progression?
I don't know that I prioritize them. I see the two happening, and there are ways to develop economically without sacrificing cultural resources. There are ways to do that, and I think it's our responsibility, as a council, as a tribe, to find those ways, because economic stability is important to life as much as culture, but so is culture just as important to life.
Definitely. So what we have here is another question for the road here. How do you feel about being a minority on your own reservation?
I don't appreciate being a minority on our own reservation, and the interesting thing is that we're not only a minority in terms of being our tribe on this reservation, but we're a minority, we're just barely a majority of the Indian population on our own reservation. So it's interesting.
Okay, well, definitely thank you for your time. Good luck on the election.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, well, we're wrapping it up here for Wild Horse Island. We have a lot of issues here. We're addressing some tough subjects, and we just hope that maybe we can get some of our thoughts and ideas through to the incumbents here. And, they're tough questions, and we don't expect the best answers, but we expect, an opinion. So, once again, thank you. Over and out. Good night.
Well, I didn't know that was going for after that, so it was kind of going nowhere after that. It was a two-liner.
Let's give it a shot.
All right.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Yeah. Without the mic.
Without the
now,
mic.
with enthusiasm.
With enthusiasm. I kind of like to try to do the opposite of everything you say. Like, now that you say enthusiasm.
Okay, well, just kind of laid back.
All laid back.
Laid back, chill out, kind of give me that monotone attitude.
What are you talking about, man? I don't have to do what you say.
Just kind of lay your eyes back, try not to show any teeth and just...
Stoicness, right?
Yeah, give me your Indian...
Being my natural Indian state, right?
Right. Okay, like I just scalped somebody. Like I just jumped off a set of a wicked John Wayne movie or something. Okay, like I'm Lieutenant Worf.
I'm Lieutenant Worf. I'm Lieutenant Worf. I got like a big forehead. And like, I'm the toughest guy, but I get like somebody's always beating me up, but I'm a big strong guy. I have this big sword, but then people like throw stuff at me and I get knocked out. Alright.
Pretend like you just didn't drop that book.
Okay, drop that.
Alright, yeah, we're doing good. Now with a little enthusiasm.
Not a little enthusiasm. I didn't drop it.
Now it's lay it back.
I'll lay it back.
No, better yet, pick it up.
Oh yeah. Whose book is this anyway? No self-respecting Indian boy in his right mind would have a dictionary present for all his company to see. Oh my God, he might be smart. He might have some intellect. No. Yeah.
Sorry. How about some enthusiasm?
Some enthusiasm. You've been asked for a lot of enthusiasm for this early in the morning.
We need enthusiasm. Okay, tell me this. What's that cup of coffee done for you this morning here on the Flathead Indian Reservation?
It's provided a gateway to the morning world.
Are you used to the morning world?
No, I don't like the morning world. I like the morning world when I'm up and I see it, but I don't like to be forced awake every morning. I kind of believe I should, be able to sleep whenever I want, eat whenever I want, and do what I want. But no, can't do that. The system we live in today is pretty much impossible for me to do something like that. I have to go out and hustle every day. I would get on some sort of welfare GA program, always looking for a handout. That's what everybody thinks.
Not a hand up.
Not a hand up at all.
Do you feel that you are abusing the system as it stands?
Well, if I have abused the system, I'd say it's pretty warranted for all the oppression we've gone through. Just to put it pretty broad, something like that. I'm not like playing a victim role of any kind. I feel I am a victim, but I'm not going to play that role or I won't be able to, survive. But, yeah, sucks getting up in the morning.
How about some enthusiasm?
It sucks getting up in the morning.
All right, lay it back a little bit.
Lay it back a little bit. See, it's just not very good to get up in the morning.
Okay, how about this? Some Grammy performance.
Some Grammy performance? It's not good to get up in the morning! It's not good. Billy, leave me. Billy,
Who's Billy?
Like some girl, Billy. She's imaginative.
Okay.
No chicks want a broke res guy. Sorry about that.
No.
I mean, a broke res guy.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
How's that cup of coffee treating you this morning?
Well, actually, I'm out of this cup of coffee. It's gone. We're probably gonna have to try to get a refill here pretty soon, so we're gonna have to take a coffee break. So come back in, say about 2 minutes or something. Probably even less than that.
Well, 2 minutes for you. How about like a second for us?
All right, we'll be right back.
So here on Wild Horse Island, we are in subject analysis of a reservation Indian. We are wondering here on Wild Horse, what actually makes a reservation Indian?
A contemporary Native American Indian.
A contemporary Native American. So as you can see, we're looking over a contemporary Native American.
What makes up a contemporary Native American? Is it the Nike shoes? Is it the baggy style pants, FUBU Levi? Is it the name brand t-shirt? Could it perhaps be the coat? Where is the identity of the contemporary Native American Indian today?
Possibly under his sleeve? Maybe it's in the elastic wristband, which is one's hair holder. Every contemporary Native American power artist must have one. For all you ponytail radicals out there, you must know what we talk about. This is your modern day Native American Indian. Complete, head to toe.
Contemporary social society doesn't really see this guy as an individual, a man trying to make it in an assimilated world. They see him, looking at him right now as probably an Indian guy, got a welfare check, spent it all, something stupid.
As a dude.
Now he's all partied out.
Lost his per capita, got rolled by his friends, wrecked his car.
All his friends stole all the tapes he bought with his 18 money. Now it's 16 money, I guess.
And who has to answer to his mom? It's tough being a modern Native American these days.
I wish we could wake this guy up.
But
Wake them all up.
to the negative realities of modern day society. What about the jealous girlfriend who looks for hickeys constantly upon his neck, upon the nape of his hairy neck, scouring, scanning, ever so watching, looking for the first sign?
Indians and the crossover relation between animals and Indians. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to talk about. Anyway, what I'm all angry about is that how come only animals and Indians have to prove their blood degree? A lot of society will say that Indians and animals are the same thing. I'll tell you from my point, I'm an animal. Those Indians aren't like me. I know where they're coming from. I'm an oppressed species, if you will. Almost a race. And I'm tired of us and Indians getting the bad end of the stick. And I'm being cued by my editor and I don't know what he's talking about. Producer, whatever you want to call him, director. I'm blowing it. I'm losing it, man. I'm losing it. I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm tired of Indians and animals getting dogged. We're back here on Wild Horse Island Productions. We're now going to be talking about the reservation Indian man. You've already seen the animal's perspective of how we're being oppressed. Now you will see it from a human view. A one all too familiar view. Here today, we have the Indian man, the contemporary Indian man. What makes a contemporary Indian? Is it his Nike shoes? Is it his baggy pants and his baggy shirt? Matching, emulating another culture's identity because he's lost his?
like an animal out of his environment, somewhere where he doesn't know, like throwing a bear in the city or something. Just survive, survive, survive. Me and Indian, survive, survive, survive. That's all we do. We can't get ahead. We can't get any more behind. Nowhere to go but up from here. Pretty hot in here. Well, today I'm sporting my Indian regalia. Got myself a feather from one of my cousins. We won't say what kind. I'm sporting my cool Indian bandana colors. It ain't Crips and Blood. I ain't nothing like that. I'm just a crazy flathead dog. Kind of a mixed dog, actually. No dog, no human can be a true full blood of any kind. Keep our bloodlines pure, we had to go with other packs. We picked out other chicks. Dogs, that is. Dog chicks. We had to intermarry to keep our dogs from having 3 eyes and 2 tails. Everything's about full blood. What is an Indian? That's what we're trying to find out today. I know what an animal is. I'm an animal. Trying to explore a little deeper, though. A little further. Well, I'd like to say that I hope I've aroused a few questions, made you ask why a little more. I'd like to thank you for all the time I've had here. Not many animals get a chance to do something like this. I feel like I'm a pioneer. I'm breaking through into the human world, showing that we have rights. Indians do too. This is Opie the Oppressed Puppy coming to you live from the reservation. I'll see you some other time, I hope, unless my program gets cut. Woohoo!
John Peter Paul Build. 4, 3. Hello, this is Jason Charlo here at John Peter Paul Building. Reporting live, not live, but reporting for Wild Horse Island. We have a speaker here today, Howard Rainer. Hey.
Hello, this is Cheney Bell. We're here live. Hello, I'm Cheney Bell. I'm with Indigena and reporting for Wild Horse Island. Hello, I'm Cheney Bell. Makes sense. Hello, I'm Cheney Bell. That's messed up. With Indigena. That don't make sense, see? Does that make sense? Okay. Hello, I'm Cheney Bell with Indigena. We're here. Hello, I'm Cheney Bell with Indigena, reporting for Wild Horse Island. We're at the SKC Three Wolves building where the Howard Rainier production of Indian Pride, Stand and Be Seen, Speak and Be Heard is taking place. This is one segment, the dinner part of the presentation. The students are here gathered eating, and the public will be here at 6 o'clock. This is open to the public. And the students are put on a live production with Howard Rainier as the guest speaker. Thank you. Reporting for Wild Horse Island, this is Cheney Bell. Hello, this is Cheney. Oh, wait, no.
What's your boy's name here?
Joseph.
Hello, Joseph. And what's this guy's name?
Let me think here. Philip! Yeah, that's my name. Yes, this is cool.
So I take it you guys from the Matt family here? Well, you guys are quite a bunch, so we're going to be walking around and roaming and trying to get this down straight and do it right. Here to do a small little interview with us. Hi, what's your name?
George Coffey.
And George Coffey, where are you from?
Just about anywhere.
What are you here for? spectator, dancer, singer, drummer?
I'm a spectator.
And if there's anything around it that you see that you could change, what would that be?
Nothing.
Are these your buddies around here? Hi, what's your name?
Kelly Obenek. Kelly Obenek.
And where are you from?
Hot Springs.
Are you guys together? And if is there anything at this pole that you can see that you'd like to change?
I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. There's a few though. I don't know. I'm not gonna say.
Okay, well, let's ask these people here a couple questions. A few questions. What's your name? Where are you from? And what sport are you taking here?
What?
What's your name? And where are you from? And what sport are you taking here?
I'm Marie, and I'm from here, but I can't hear the last question.
Okay, let me come at you this way. Is there's anything about this powwow that you're attending that you'd like to see improve, what may that be?
I don't know, bigger floor. More room to dance. I don't know.
Okay, well, thank you for your time and enjoy the powwow.
Hi.
What's your name?
That's a no.
Didn't we just meet you over there, Sanaa?
She was just trying to talk. Hello. Hello, Uncle Pat. See you next year.
This update. Today it's going to be snowy weather. Well, what do you know? It's raining now. Oh, the sun just came out. Ah, it's snowing again. Raining again. Oh, the sun came out. Ah, I can't get up with this world.
Hello, I am TV Man. See you next year. Ah!
Funky is the word.
Hi, I'm Scott Dupuy here with Dan DePaul. We're here from Club Indigena SKC on a Wild Horse Island production, interviewing Sarah Schmidt from Missoula Independent. Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Hi. So, Sarah, how did you find about Club Indigena?
Well, the Independent has a trade subscription with the Charcusta, and I saw the article about it, and it sounded exciting, and I wanted to find out more.
Right on.
Nice.
Nice.
Are there any boundaries in this field of work that you've come across?
You mean in the media?
Yeah.
Well, if you're going after a hard story and people have stuff that they don't want said or brought out, that can be a boundary, but you just have to keep going. And another thing is you can't just say whatever you want. You have to be careful with libel and stuff.
Are there any promotional groups?
That could help you guys?
Yes.
Well, I would suggest talking to MCAT, that's Missoula Community Access Television. They're open to any kind of programs, pretty much, and I think you could reach a broader audience that way. You might want to call the university and talk to their broadcasting department. but I don't really know the TV end of things very well.
Nice. Where has your job taken you? Any special places, anything exciting?
Well, I got to talk to George Clinton once, and he called me baby. That was pretty exciting.
He called you baby.
He did. He said I could meet him after the show, but I never did. That's George Clinton from P-Funk. And I don't know, I've talked to a lot of, I just learn new stuff all the time, from little small things to kind of big things, I guess.
So, Sarah, how would you interview celebrities? Give us some advice on how would you do that?
I would find out who's putting on the show, the promotional company. Then I would call them, and I would ask for the celebrity's publicity department, and then I would call them, and then I would try to get an interview arranged over the phone.
Right on. Thanks very much.
Is there any advice that you'd like to give us?
I would like to tell you to keep on pushing forward and to not give up and just get in there and do it. And, don't listen to people when they speak negatively, because you guys have a good idea here, and I think you can take it as far as you want.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, Sarah, nice to have you on the show.
No, thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having me.
Make the article nice.
I'll do my best. Put a better picture in there.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
This is Sky Dupuis signing off for another interview from Wild Horse Island Productions, Indigenous SKC.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. My name is Jody Cahoon, and I am here with my friend
Cheney Bell.
We are members of Club Indigena here at SKC, Pablo, Montana. And right now we're standing outside Three Wolves building. This is where the cafeteria is located on campus. And we're going to go in, check out the food, the prices, and the chefs. Why don't you come with us? So this is your comrade, Alan?
Alan Howlett.
That's good. And how long have you been working here?
About 5 months.
Is this the only job you hold?
No, I have another job. I cook at Nine Pipes too.
And how much experience do you have in the cooking business?
6 years. I like it.
Are you planning your future as being a cook?
I'm not sure yet. It's good to know though.
Well, you saw here, this food is delicious, wonderful place to eat. And the cooks sure hope to see you around.
We're here with the man with the master plan. What's your name?
James Wonder.
Are you the head cook here, or?
Sort of the head cook. I'm one of them. Charlie Hennis is the other one.
So what do you think of the Three Wolves building and the cafeteria since it's been opened?
Well, I helped open it up. I helped put most of the equipment together, and I've been here for 2 years now, and I like it. And so far, seems like everybody here seems to enjoy it too.
And on a last note, so how are your what are your specials usually, or how are they?
Well, we have a special every day. We try to change it every day. We make homemade soups every day, and everything is made fresh.
What is your experience in the cooking business? Just a curiosity.
Well, I've been in the business for 25 years. I've got 11 years military time, and the rest of it's just been with restaurants and institutional cooking and stuff like that.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Hello. Is it all right if we interview you today?
Sure. Go ahead.
What is your name?
Susan.
Are you a student here, or?
I'm a student.
So what do you think of the prices here at Three Wolves building?
Oh, they're confusing.
Confusing. How is the food here?
I like the food. The staff is great too. They're fun. Good jokes.
Good jokes, good food. Can't ask for anything else. I was just wondering, when you're eating, do you usually take a big bite, small bite? That's just a curious question.
Well, if I'm really hungry, I take really big bites, But when I'm talking, which I do a lot, I take smaller bites.
All right, you heard it all here from Pat. Thank you.
Good afternoon, it's Jody Cahoon again. We're here at the cafeteria in the Three Wolves building at the Salish County College. Standing at the end of the line here with my friend Angel. Angel, what do you think of the cafeteria?
It's a pretty nice one for a small community college.
Yeah, what do you eat the same food or do you like a variety of foods?
I like a variety. Like, they got good burgers and their Indian tacos are pretty good, and I really like their biscuits and gravy in the morning.
Me too, that's good. They always hook you up here.
Yep.
So what classes are you taking?
Business classes. Accounting, introduction to humanities, and history of Native Americans in the U.S.
That's nice. I'm taking a few of those classes myself.
Yeah, I've seen you in there.
Yeah. Well, we're just waiting in line. It's kind of busy here. Let's see. Looks pretty good. Got a bacon cheeseburger going on in the background. Do you know what you're going to order yet?
Yeah, bacon cheeseburger.
Right on. Okay, here we are with his bacon cheeseburger and some tots on the side. This is as good as it gets. Tasty, huh? Beautiful, nicely done, arranged. Looks pretty delicious. It's making me hungry. Well, there you have it, folks. This has been the Three Wolves Cafeteria right here at Salish Kootenai College. It is open to the public, so come chow down. They have some good food, decent prices. It's been really nice. It's a good place to eat. Cheney, what's wrong?
Man, really mowed out at that cafeteria.
All those cheeseburgers, huh?
I couldn't contain myself. Them cheeseburgers were just too good. Oh, man.
Yeah, happens a lot. And we'll catch you later.
Welcome. My name is Freddie Matt, reporting for Wild Horse Island SKC TV. At the moment, we're bringing you live at the election 1999 for Tribal Council candidacy. Here I have with me is Lloyd, and Lloyd has granted us a little short interview. Lloyd, there's people in our system that would like to take away everything from us. What is your main concern? Why should we vote for you? And why not a casino?
Well, I didn't say why not a casino, but I'll tell you why they should vote for me. I've been on the council for 10 years now, and I've learned a lot. You know, because of our sovereignty. You're talking about our sovereignty. What was the first question that you asked?
There's people in our system that
taking things away, and that boils down to our jurisdiction. And going back to that question that was asked earlier about if we were a state or not, part of the state of Montana, and we was not. We was established in 1855, a lot of time before the state was established. This reservation was here. According to the state constitution, in their own constitution, excludes us. And I don't know why the counties are here. They're going against their own policies and their own laws. We got to stand up for our own sovereignty from here all the way to Washington, D.C. That was the first question.
What does it mean for you to be Indian?
What does it mean? I'll tell you what. If I wasn't Indian, you wouldn't be here. Nobody would be here. This reservation would not be here. In Washington, D.C., everything is based on Indian and land base. If we lose our culture, is number one here. Culture and language. And we've got to maintain that. And I think that our culture, our language, our ancestral ties is the key. And education is the key to develop these issues, to carry them on for our future generations. And that's what it's all about. We've got to listen to our elders.
Absolutely. For the struggling families that are going through hardships on the reservation, whether it may be through homelessness or hunger,
What kind of a hope, what kind of a promise can you offer them?
I'll tell you what, that's a priority here. Not maintaining our homeland for the future, but future for whose future are we talking about? Is our kids. And number one, right now on a local standpoint, on a day-to-day address of our government is to house everybody and make sure that we've got food on the table for our kids and our people, our elders, and the people, make sure we got jobs for the people who can work. That is the premise of the day-to-day actions of our government. That is number one. It has to be. It has to be that way. That's where I come from. Thank you.
Well, there you go, folks. Lloyd, future council person. Don't forget to vote. Joining us here is Mike Dolson, and he's willing to answer a few questions for us. Mike, what is your main concern of the local government around here that you feel that could be changed drastically?
Drastically? Well, as I said earlier, there's a lot of things that are contained in the Constitution that need some work, and so you look at the subordination of the tribe to other sovereign entities like the state or the federal government, and you got to ask, is that right? And you got to say, no, it isn't. We've got to take some of those things out of the Constitution. We've got to open up the basic documents that define what this government is, so that sovereignty is built into it rather than dependence or subordination. And so there are at least those things that need to change in the Constitution. As far as basic government structure, the government has gotten us to where we are today. I don't think we should scrap everything that's part of the government, and so I don't know about drastic change. If you call standing up and saying, I don't want to have to listen to the Department of Interior for every decision that I make, and I don't want to have a constitution that says I'm subordinate, well, I guess you can call that drastic, but those are some of the things I'd like to see changed.
For the struggling families that are facing hardships on the reservation through homelessness and hunger, what kind of a hope, what kind of a promise can you offer them?
I can promise to listen to what their problems are and attempt to find what programs are in place to help assist them in whatever ways they are suffering. And if there aren't any programs, look to developing more programs to help them. At the same time, I would hope that there might be a more personal level that I could approach some of the membership to try to see if it's a matter of getting better employment for them, whether it's access to medical aid that they haven't been able to fill out the forms, or if it's just basic transportation that they're having trouble with. Personally, I would hope that given a circumstance, I would be there to help them and hopefully push economics on the reservation to where they can make a living wage and find their way out of any destitute situation that they may have.
Really quick question here. Why should we vote for you?
Well, I hope that people vote for me. I don't know that I would tell you that you must vote for me. I think voting is your personal right and privilege, and it is probably the most important right in the present governmental structure that you have, and so I would certainly advocate that you do vote, and vote for me. I'll do my best for you.
Well, you heard it, folks. Vote for this guy, and he'll get the job done. Thank you for your time and
thank you.
Patience, and hope to see you at the council.
And Ron drew the question that reads, are you currently employed, and if so, are you willing to give up your present job to devote 100% to your job as a council person?
Yes, I am currently employed. I'm employed with the Housing Authority. I've been with them for 16 years. And there's been a lot of changes going on in housing right now, which is really exciting. I like that. You're one of the departments that was where they told you couldn't do this. Well, I like that because I used to run 3 programs, which I only do 1 now, which is a relief. I do like my job. I would say that I would like to work with it and still give you 100% on the council. If it didn't work out, then I wouldn't give up my job. But right now, there's a lot of exciting things going on in housing where I can still help people that are needing help. Thank you.
Make you do the question that reads, tell us, as a councilwoman, would you institute a Back to Mother Earth program in which knowledgeable people would take other people into the land and teach them culturally on a scholastic basis? And then they list some examples as hunting, herbs, and basic natural survival. Cultural training on an individual basis, I think is what is the suggestion.
Actually, it was on a group basis by like a person taking someone into the woods like all the time from classes and showing them things.
Okay, I guess first you'd have to know if they were tribal members going into the tribal. It sounds like a good learning experience for tribal members, because some members grow up in families that don't have someone that hunts, and maybe they would like to learn to hunt. I would like to know more about the plans for medicinal purposes or the value to the tribe culturally. And what was the other part? I forgot.
Along that same line.
It sounds like a good opportunity for tribal members to learn things that they might not otherwise learn, and survival would be important to any of us if we were ever caught up in the woods. So I think it sounds like a great program.
Standing here with me is Mr. Steele, one of the competitors here hoping to get that seat. Mr. Steele, why should we vote for you?
Well, I believe the people should vote for me. I'm an advocate of the people. I believe in giving the people the priority in government actions. And presently, I don't think we are taking advantage of the people and their professional abilities at the moment. And I think we have a highly educated populace. We have a lot of hard workers, innovative people, and I think as a government we need to tap into that resource a little more thoroughly and readily.
For the struggling people that are starving, that are homeless on our reservation, is there anything that you could tell them, give them some hope, a promise, and getting them on their feet?
I would say don't lose heart. There are many programs. Our reservation has a lot of programs, and if for some reason you're falling through the loop, then, or falling through the hole or the net, then you need to talk to your councilman. And I would say there's so many opportunities here, and there shouldn't be anyone that should not have a home, and if there's a reason for that, then that needs to be looked into. And if no one's been addressing that concern of yours, then I ask you keep going. You go to the top, go to talk to the chairman's office. You have a right as a tribal member and a tribal person to talk to any council member or representative, and they need to address your concerns.
Well, Mr. Steele, thank you for your time, and remember, folks, don't forget to vote. Joining me right here is Mrs. Shelby. She's willing to answer a few quick questions before she heads out the door. Mrs. Shelby, if there's one area of concern on this reservation that you can change, what might that be?
I would like to change the complacency, the apathy, and the disenfranchisement of the people. What we found on this reservation is that there is a minority of people who actually get involved, who go out and make the decisions, who pretty much vote, get involved in the whole electorate process, when in fact the majority is not involved. And I think we have to do more to welcome others into the process and to initiate their input and to collaborate on ideas and to make all the people feel welcome. We need to have a more democratic process on the reservation. And so I think we need to decide on different types of opportunities to involve everyone from our elders to our youth in the decision-making process so that people are informed and they become a part of this. And I guess I'd just like to help encourage more proactiveness for all the Indian people on this reservation.
Amen. Well, thank you for your time and good luck to you. Standing here with us is Kevin Howlett, one of the candidates that's going to go for office. Mr. Howlett, for all the starving, homeless Native Americans that are struggling just to make it just another day on this reservation, is there any kind of hope, a promise that you could offer them for a better way of life if you hold office?
I believe that each and every individual should be afforded the respect and the dignity that's theirs, that we can't leave anybody out of these programs that we've got. And I know from personal experience where I came from, and I never forgot where I came from, and I want people to understand that, you know, we need to take care of those people that need help. I believe in a hand up, not a handout. I believe in the creation of jobs. I believe in the dignity of the family. And I believe that if we all pull together and use, you know, the senses and the observations and the experiences that we have, that we as Indian people can pull this together.
Is there any kind of changes that you can pick, just one, that would benefit the people? What might that be?
That we would have an open, responsive government that would reach out, that would communicate with the membership, that would have the membership understand what it's doing. After all, if you want somebody to support what it is you're doing, they need to know what it is you're doing, and that currently doesn't exist in my opinion.
Well, thank you, Mr. Howlett, for your time, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Standing in with me is Mr. Big Crane. Mr. Big Crane, what does it mean to you to be Indian?
It means a lot. I mean, that's who I am. I don't know. That's who I am. I don't know how to think if I wasn't, I guess. So what does it mean? It means responsibilities. It means a lot of responsibilities. The responsibilities we have to the land, to the future generations. There's a lot of different people who think like that too. It's not just Indian people, but I think as far as being an Indian, we remember the responsibilities that we have when the Creator put us on this land. We were told this is how we should conduct ourselves, and I think Indian people, for the most part, remember those responsibilities. That's what it means to me, is remembering.
For all those struggling families out there that are homeless, starving, barely making it from day to day, what kind of courage, what kind of hope, what kind of a promise can you offer them?
I mean, like starving people, like our cameraman over here. I can see his ribs from here. What kind of hope can I promise them?
For a better life.
For a better life. I don't know if I can, promise anything. I can make promises, but it's not always up to me that how these promises will come out. But I think that there are programs for the people that they should take it upon themselves to go look for these programs, and probably our people who are in these programs, the departments should somehow get to these people. Man, our people always been hunters, have always been gatherers of the roots, the berries. They should, learn how to, or they should, maybe hook up with somebody who can hunt. They can hunt with. There shouldn't be anybody starving, but maybe some of the young kids don't have anybody who can do that, or elderly people. I guess our people, and it's done now, where there are hunters who will go out and give away what they do. It'd be nice, if we all done that maybe a little bit more. And like I said, if the people can learn where they can get the help from different departments, sometimes it's up to them to get up and do something instead of waiting for somebody to come do something for them. But for like elderly people, young people, then we have to get our people out there to get out and talk to them and help them out.
Well, thank you for your time and your patience. And really quick, tell the people not to forget to vote.
Don't forget to vote. The cameraman, don't forget to vote. You forgot last time, Matt Jr.
Well, thank you for your time and consideration, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
You bet.
That's good, man. Bring them hunting, man. You become a travel counselor, man.
And good luck to you.
Thank you.
You bet.
That's good, man. Bring them hunting, man. You become a travel counselor, man. Take them all out there. All those Nintendo babies.
Hey, bro. We've heard some real good ideas on sensitive issues. We'd like to thank the panel for giving us this opportunity for a few questions. And a friendly reminder out there, folks, don't forget to vote. Once again, thank you for joining us here at Ronan, Montana, Election 99. And we would like to give more thanks for bridging the gap. We're bringing our future leaders to the people. Good night.